Hey Corey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sorry I'm late, but is what it is. I got tied up doing something else and the time ran out on me. We'll see who shows tonight. Don't know whether we'll get anybody or not. Here comes Dominic.
I thought I was running late.
No, I was running late because I was working on something and just one more thing to do before one more thing to
Yeah,
do. One of those.
yeah, because I was doing something, and then I looked at the time. You know, it's 7:15,
Yeah.
7:15 my time, 5:15 yours, and I went, shit, I'm running late. Got on the computer, and you weren't on. So I just sat here and waited. Well, we'll see how this goes. Surely
Dominic.
someone will turn up.
So how's it going over there?
Oh, it's starting to warm up a little. So that's a
I've
good
got a little
start.
bit of a dilemma with this older iPad.
Mm,
It's an iPad mini, I think.
yeah.
It won't when I try to turn it on,
Mm.
Ewu, whatever. Yeah, okay.
Screen locked.
Screen locked, and I can't figure out how to unlock the screen.
Oh, okay.
Medio. Hola.
Hola, YouTube.
Hola.
Oh, Edward.
Hi. Hey.
Screen locked, so it's black.
Yeah. So it's fully charged.
Yep.
Okay. Um, hit the button at the bottom and see what happens.
Oh, it changes the voice. Well, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Medio.
Okay. Hmm.
Hola. This.
Because I've got an iPad like that.
Hola. Здравствуйте.
Hmm.
Hello.
Oh, that's good. At least you've got it in English.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah.
well now it's just going through the languages.
Yeah.
Merhaba.
Because the screen should come up and then you should be able to hit the unlock screen. Should come up to the unlock screen.
Добрий день. Muted. Unmuted. Epsilon Alpha Sigma.
I don't know. I can't figure it
Hmm.
out. Edward, how you doing? Oh well, it is what it is, I guess.
Hmm.
Nothing lasts forever.
And say that again. And here's Justin.
Justin,
What's up?
So
Justin, do any of your kids have an iPad mini? like this?
No, Aubrey has a little Samsung Tab A. That's it.
Hmm.
Well, because this one, all it does, it turns on. Oh, wait a
Uh-huh.
second. It just did something.
It
Oh,
looks like
screen
it's on
timer.
this. It looks like it's on the startup menu. It look like the language
Yeah.
choice. Pick the language. What it look like to me.
Yeah, because when you did it earlier, it didn't, nothing showed up. Now you've got something on the screen.
Yeah.
Why? What are you trying to do with it, Paul?
Trying to get it to work.
Let me see the front of it. Oh yeah, that's an old iPad there. You can tell by the bezel. That's an old one. It's got the big fat bezel around it.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be iPad 4, mini iPad 4, because I think that's the one that I've got.
Yeah, it's either going to be the 3 or 4, definitely. It might
Yeah.
be the 5. I don't know about the 5. I can't remember, but it's definitely not a new one though. You can tell by that bezel.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
all in Chinese writing on the side.
Might have to reset it.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Dominic, did you check
Yep.
out Matt's raging video?
No, I haven't.
I put the clip in there. You got to watch it real quick. It's funny as shit.
Okay. Yep.
I made a video of all Matt's little rage clips, and he hasn't seen it yet neither. He went to bed, and then I posted it right after he went to bed.
Hmm.
霍福克岛
well, Fuka to you too.
上一步 back up 上一步
Okay.
上一步上一步上一步
Sounds like it's speaking Japanese or something.
上一步
It sounds Chinese to me.
澳洲诺鲁奥科西岛墨西哥 but 上一步 back button 上一步 back button 上一步上一步 back button 上一步选取您的国家选取美国 but 更多国家和地区更多
There you go. What you're closer to that than I am. Dominic, what's it saying?
更多
Dominic don't speak Chinese.
Yeah, but he's closer to China than we are.
I don't
I'm
know
closer
China.
I'm closer to Mexico than he is. I don't mean I speak Mexican.
Yeah.
地区
Trying to think. Because you're still on that language screen, which means you haven't actually signed into the setup.
美国
So what
But
you
no
might
matter which way I swipe it, all I get is Chinese.
okay, on that. Cool cat, it's Matt is doing the sweary clip.
负担
It is.
上一步上
Is there a thing where you can pick English on that list?
No.
Hmm. Okay.
hello
Oh, that sounded English.
screen lock
Your screen locked.
Hola. Screen lock. Hello. Power off. Button. Slide or double tap. Cancel. Cancel. Button. Cancel. Button. Power off. But cancel.
Yeah, he's got that text crap on there. It says everything you're doing.
Hello. Leader tools it up. Information. Button. Leader tools it up. Leader tool. Information. Button. Leader tools it up. Information. Button.
I give up. I could sit here and do this all night. It'd probably be the same thing.
Screen lock.
Must be some way. This is,
Information. Button.
Bit of stress relief, yeah.
yeah.
This is pretty.
Slide or cancel. Button. Cancel. Button. Power off. But power cancel.
Stupid ass cup
Cancel.
game.
Button. Cancel. Cancel. Button. Screen lock. Sleeder tools it up. Sleeder tools it up. Screen lock. Is leave to sit there. Idiot.
Yeah, screw you too.
Hola.
We are preparing to leave the Iowa Spectrum in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Customers of Park Cargo Benzine should be
Screen
heading
lock.
to the B12 anchorage
Hello.
for approximately 6 or 7 days. Then we'll be returning to this dock at that time.
Konnichiwa.
Just wondering if you have any traffic in the area over the next half hour or so.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Hello.
I can't turn the damn thing off now, Dominic.
Should be the top button.
Yeah,
Hold the
I'm
top
holding
button
it,
down.
and it just keeps saying hello, hello, hello.
Don't know then. Hello, JDS.
Ming, how do you too?
Take it off the charger and just let the battery die. It's the only way. It's the only way it's going to turn off.
Screen lock. Idiot.
Hey, Bill.
Hola. Power off. But power off. Cancel. 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 Power off.
Usually this top one, you just slide it
Slide
and
or
it
double tap.
Yeah.
power off,
Slide.
nothing.
Button. Cancel. Cancel. Button.
I
There's a
don't
cancel
know.
button down here.
Cancel. Cancel. But
As I said, take it off the charger and just let
cancel.
the battery die.
Wi-Fi for Hola. Power off. But
Oh, it restarted.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know. Is it good?
Leave it like that for about 30 seconds to a minute. And we'll see how we go. Sometimes
Hey,
it takes 30
TJ.
seconds. Here he is.
Dr. Giggles.
Hey, so
Good evening,
TJ,
Anthony.
TJ, I'm gonna give you TJ. I'm gonna give you TJ. Focus. I'm gonna give you a really good laugh. Mute yourself.
Okay.
Click on that link I put in the chat of Matt raging out on Fortnite. But mute yourself. It's funny as hell.
Alright, hold on.
It is. I just watched it.
Screen lock.
Okay. Because I've got the iPad Mini 4. Hello, Mark.
Slide to set up. Information. Button. Information. Button. Information. Button.
As I said, take it off the charger and just let the battery die. It's the only way you're going to fix this.
I don't think it's fixable.
Over to the YM7.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
What's up, Mark?
so Mark, how you doing, buddy?
I'm okay, thank you.
Dominic's
Good to
doing
hear.
good. Of course,
Yep.
our buddy Joe America is shooting his brains out with his photography biz this afternoon.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he said that.
That's pretty funny. You fucking bastard!
Yeah, no, I went
weird.
and had that ultrasound scan this afternoon.
Oh, God.
How did that go?
Check my aorta to see if
Have
it
they-
was.
Have they given you any
Okay.
results yet?
Yeah, they said it's fine. There's no problem with
JDS.
it at all.
Good to
Pretty good
hear.
stuff. Good stuff. What's up, Michael? Who else we got up from here? Just JDS and Michael and Edward and Corey for just like a minute.
Yeah, we got Edward,
Oh,
Cool Cat,
Oh,
JDS,
there's
Bill,
Brenda. Brenda, what's up?
Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
yeah.
I didn't buy these or order these, but they were delivered to me today.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay. Someone
Send
sent it
them
to
over
you.
to me. I'll take them off your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I goggles.
Are you
Why?
gonna fly those? Are you gonna fly those with your Air 2S, or what are you gonna
Hell
do with
no.
them?
What I'm gonna do is, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna cut the label's all crinkled up and it's got my name over top of somebody else's, and
So wait, you didn't order them, but they sent them to you?
yeah, but I don't know who it came from. Valley Vista, from Scott
That doesn't make sense.
Calasso. Calasso.
You didn't
I
order.
wonder if that was the goggles that were supposed to come with that frickin' thing and it just got delivered.
That won't be surprised.
Because those
are
look like the old,
for your Inspire.
yeah, because those look like the old goggles. Those aren't any of the new ones.
Yeah.
Those are the real old ones.
Yeah.
They're the old VR goggles, I think.
Is that from UPS?
Yeah.
Are you what's it's in it as well?
That's weird. That's
The
weird though
charger-
that you didn't order them and they sent them to you.
Well, they're
No.
not new. They're used.
If it's the ones that he bought with the Inspire, they just have only just arrived. That's
No,
all.
I didn't buy any goggles for the Inspire.
No,
When
I
you
think
bought-
them.
When
It
you
came
bought
with
the
a pair.
Inspire, it showed a picture. Was it the Inspire? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Inspire. It showed the picture of it and it had goggles in the case. And like you said, the goggles never arrived, nor the battery charger.
What's the term for that buzzing feedback thing that phones do? Starts with an H, maybe.
A haptic.
That might be what he's talking about.
Yeah,
What
Haptic feedback.
haptic feedback, I think it's called.
means hum?
That's
I
really
think-
interesting.
I think those were the goggles that were supposed to come with the Inspire because one, they're the old ass ones, and two, UPS was the one that had them when they said they were going to destroy them, but they must have decided, or somehow, maybe they've just been sitting in a warehouse somewhere and they finally just decided to ship them to you.
Well, I have never
Hmm.
ordered anything with goggles in my life.
No,
Never
but
did.
the Inspire
Oh.
came with the set. Remember, he sent them separately. Remember? Because
It
you-
wasn't goggles that he didn't send. He didn't send,
No,
he didn't
okay.
send the,
No, it was the goggles and the charger.
Yeah, I remember. It was the goggles and charger. He was supposed to send them separately through UPS.
Mm.
I think you guys are,
No, Paul, definitely.
I remember 100%, Paul. That was
I
what
would
he
have
was supposed
never
to send you.
bought anything with goggles, ever.
It came with a pair of
The
goggles,
Make
though.
a
Yeah,
difference. I would have never bought them.
The Inspire had the goggles in
I
the
have
case.
no use
You
for
showed
goggles
us.
on anything.
You showed us the picture of everything in the case, and the goggles were in the case.
And we went through the whole thing with you of how UPS said they were going to destroy the goggles because they had a battery in there and he didn't ship them correctly. I remember the
Hmm.
whole conversation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those were the goggles because they're the old ass ones. They're not any of the new ones. Those are
The
the
white ones.
goggles. Yeah, the white goggles.
What's up, Al?
I think they
Al.
just got stuck in a warehouse somewhere and UPS finally sent them.
I'm gonna put them out to the curb.
Okay.
No, don't. Just sell them.
Just,
I have no use whatsoever for goggles.
well, there's
Sell
two things.
them.
Try to sell them or give them to somebody in the community that can use them. Don't throw them away. One of the two. Al. Dumbass.
Uh,
Oh, Al, watch that video. Matt's raging in the video game.
That's hilarious.
Matt's got rage problems.
You got raised from me.
You saw the video.
Yeah, I just watched it. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
No, he
So do you
wasn't.
have to
Well,
put-
he was playing the game with me. We weren't playing against each other though. We were on the same team. Yeah, those are the old ass goggles from like 7-8 years ago.
Now those
Yeah.
are those the ones that you have to
The
put like
analog
your phone?
ones.
Are those the ones you have to put your phone in and like do whatever?
There you
No.
go, Paul. We can do a giveaway on your channel.
They were
Yeah,
just the old.
hashtag
Yeah, there you
giveaway.
go. There you
They
go.
were the old analog box goggles that DJI brought out.
What's up,
Hashtag
brother
giveaway.
Ken? He said I smell a giveaway.
Yeah, don't throw them away. If
I
you
don't know if
worst
they
case,
work. I don't know what they are. You know, they just.
well, that's what I said.
We're
Worst case
telling you
scenario.
what they are. The goggles that should have arrived with your Inspire but didn't.
I
Yeah,
haven't
and
had
the-
an Inspire in 2 years.
Paul, you had an Inspire a couple
even-
of months ago.
No.
Yes.
No.
The Inspire
Yes.
one.
You
Yes,
bought
you
an
did.
Inspire
The one
a
you
couple of
bought,
weeks- a couple of
and then you
months ago.
sold it.
You sent it back to the guy
You
because
sent it
eBay
back
finally
to the
gave you a
guy.
return.
You did a return for it.
Dude, I remember all that like it was yesterday. Trust me.
Well, it wasn't yesterday. It was a long time ago.
It was
It
about
was like
2 months
2
ago.
months ago.
About 3 or 4 months ago.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
yes, I'm telling you, everybody in this chat will tell you the same thing. We all remember it. We're not having a Mandela effect here.
Do you have the that stream
Look
that
at
when
your-
y'all were talking about it that day?
Look
Can
on
you
your
go
eBay at the things you bought on eBay, and you'll see it.
hmm Because it was over the course of like a month and a half, you were going back and forth with that guy, and then eBay finally gave you a return. You were able to return it and get all your money back. But the goggles were sent separately. UPS sent you a notice saying they were going to destroy them because the guy didn't declare there was a battery in it. So what happened was UPS probably sat on it in a warehouse and then decided to ship it to you, or they happened to ship it and they weren't supposed to, and
the
you ended up
charger
getting it late.
The charger didn't arrive either, and you got
Right,
the
and you-
charger off one of your friends.
Yeah, he got it off a Skip. Skip had an old charger sitting in his garage.
Michael said he promises you that you had an Inspire.
Yeah, because you
Even
got a
Michael
charger.
says it.
Yeah, because the charger was missing, and Skip gave you a charger that he had laying around from his when he had his Inspire. I remember that, so you didn't have to go out and buy one.
Okay, smarty pants, I'm gonna show you what I bought and got refunded.
Yeah,
Are you
an
guys ready
Inspire.
to eat some crow? Are you ready?
Because you flew it once in your back garden.
Yes, that's it. That was the
And
one
yes.
you just.
Do you see any goggles there?
Look
Well, the
through all the
listing's not a-
pictures.
Click on it. It's not there no more.
It was
Listen.
returned.
Okay.
Yes, I
Returned,
remember
okay.
the goggles. I remember the
No,
whole thing
no
about it.
goggles.
Yep, there was
I
definitely
would
goggles.
never buy anything with goggles, ever, 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 ever.
Well, you weren't
Paul.
buying it for the goggles; they just came with it.
We were buying it for
It
the
was part-
Inspire. They just happened
just-
to be with.
Yeah, it was one of the things that was just included with it because it was a total package.
Honest, Paul, definitely.
No,
There was supposed to be goggles with it,
I think it's a
and that
case
was
of
your
one
that
of
was
you
your
thinks that's what it
argument.
was, so the rest of you are swearing to it, but it's not.
that was your big argument that you sent it back because there was items missing, the charger and the goggles.
Well, anyway, don't throw it out. If anything, try to sell them. But if you don't know they work, you don't know they work.
No, I
You
don't.
could put that in the listing. If not,
They
just
also-
fucking send them to somebody. Let somebody here in the U.S. that's close to you send them to them and let them have them and let them use them.
The
Don't
odds
throw them
are
away.
they do work.
Send them to Mike or something. Mike will get use out of them. Mike Nitrain, he's not far from you.
They're junk.
He'll find a use for them. He's got analog birds.
They're still $100 at least. I wouldn't call that junk.
Junk.
Somebody will find a use for them.
They still work with a lot of the analog stuff.
Yeah, they're just bulky. That's the only reason people didn't really like them back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotten used to the newer, slender ones.
But weren't they the ones that fitted over your head and would fold up? While you were wearing them, they would fold upwards so that you could see.
Yeah, that's right,
no
Michael.
idea.
They were
Well,
hinged.
One man's junk is another man's treasure.
One more thing to put out in the trash.
Don't be stupid, Paul. You don't throw something like that away.
I do.
You
Even
don't
put
throw
it on-
anything else away.
Just put it on Facebook Marketplace free. Just at least give it to somebody. Just put free. You didn't pay for it. It came with the thing anyway. You got your money back for it. So just put on Facebook Marketplace free for pickup. Don't know if it works. Somebody will come grab them from you. Don't throw them away though. Let somebody just come pick them up. Somebody will want them for something. There's people that like to tear shit apart and rebuild stuff with different things like that.
Mm.
Oh, Matt's video got 30 views already.
Has it got the battery charger in it as well?
Yep.
from the Inspire.
Brother Ken said, give it to Goodwill.
Ah, fuck Goodwill.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Goodwill, man. That especially nowadays because you used to be able to go into Goodwill and get like a name brand pair of jeans for like $2, right? Super cheap, really good condition. But now Goodwill goes on eBay and sees what people are selling shit for, not what that's sold for, but what they're asking for it, and they price the shit to that. So you can't even get good deals in there anymore. Might as well just go on eBay and buy used shit.
Al said, honestly, that's where those goggles belong, in the trash. Just saying.
Yep, that's right.
Rubbish.
That's right,
Plenty
Al.
of pe- Plenty of people will be quite happy to get them.
No, there isn't anybody that would use those goggles.
Sometimes
they
I
would.
do.
There are people
JDS,
still using those goggles.
Those
JDS,
goggles are
I
so
remember when I
antiquated,
Go
they
away.
wouldn't fly with all drones.
If they're analog, they'll work with any analog drone.
How many
Watch, when he
analog
says-
drones do you have?
Me,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Think about it now before you answer. Think.
two,
Uh,
two.
Dusty said he'd pay for shipping.
Yeah, you got Dusty.
My tiny
Actually,
hut-
Dusty could use them though. Dusty just got some FPV stuff not too long ago.
My Tiny Hawk is an analog drone. My DJI F550 is an analog drone.
I mean, they are kind of bulky looking.
I don't know if they work, Dusty. If you,
You could even,
if
yeah, you
want
can
'em-
even give them to schools. There's a lot of schools that are doing drone and robotic classes now. They use stuff like that.
Bill wants them. You might pull a neck muscle using them. Beware. Yeah, they do look. They look bulky.
They are.
Boring.
Hello, Warren.
I mean, at first, JDS, I did want them, but then when I saw them, I was like, man, those things look kind of bulky.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
The
but
new
they have,
ones are small. These are big.
Yeah.
they've actually got a helmet style.
Yeah,
strap
it's
to
got a
them.
pad for the back of them that looks like it's a. It reminds me of those old time football helmets, you know, with the grip pad
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying, Michael. You give it somebody in the U.S. because this would be way too much
Yeah.
to ship those.
And the goggles are on a hinge so they can lift up so that you can see. You don't have to take them off when you're working on the drone. You can just lift them up and then pull them back down again.
JDS says that he just pressed the piss off button. Yeah, Paul, do that. Like make a wheel with a bunch of numbers or something on it, and just like do a
Yeah,
giveaway
okay,
like,
TJ.
on a wheel.
Who's going to pay for the shipping?
Dusty said he would.
Dusty said he'd pay for shipping if you sent them to him.
Send me a PayPal for shipping, and with all
Well,
your
you need
information.
Well, what you need to do is go
You
on
need-
the
what's the
website and see how much it's going to be to ship it, and then let them know.
Well, what's the cost on the actual label? Does it have a shipping price on it?
No, the label is all screwed up.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
probably what didn't arrive.
In fact, I can't
This-
even read or make out the UPS code.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably why they couldn't find it and it didn't arrive with the rest
Hi,
of the
Laura.
stuff.
Yeah, at least you tried, JDS. I'll give that to you.
Don't get lost. If you've been wrong, we're ready to fight and use the money and justice you deserve.
Yeah,
Well,
Michael. Paul was just showing them, and they are like I said earlier, they are quite bulky.
What's up, Warren?
Well, TJ, go over and look on eBay and find out if anybody's selling them or buying them. I bet you they're not. DJI goggles, original. I know me. You're a good girl. Yes, you are.
Let me see what those look like, Paul. Can you show me the picture on the box? I just
Hang
want to see
on,
what they
just
look
put 'em
like.
back in the box.
No, Joe, I just want to see the box itself. You don't have to open them. Just the picture on the front. It's the same ones I'm looking at.
All right, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna hold on.
Yeah,
a second. I'm
hey.
gonna
Hey, Tim.
I'm gonna share a screen. Hold on.
Itchy. Not Itchy. Sorry.
Right,
Yeah, it
there's
looks like they're.
I hit the
It
wrong.
looks like they're going for
I hit the
about
wrong button.
150 quid. There's
It's
one
yesterday.
selling for on
So
eBay here.
here,
That's better. No, that's not the chat either.
Or a buy it
here's
now.
The
A
hell's
buy
the
it
chat?
now price
here's
of
some DJI.
225.
Which ones are they? This are they these?
Okay.
That'd be
HD
one-
immersive. They're the HD immersive. But you're not going to go by that random ass website. You're going to go by either eBay,
The
Amazon.
DJI goggles racing edition,
Yeah, they're going for about $200 used.
160. Yep.
Well, I think the trash man's gonna be lucky to get them then.
Yeah, okay.
They're going for about 200 used on eBay and about 300 new on
Yeah.
Amazon.
In it, Aubrey.
I
Yep, you
have
can still
not a
buy 'em
clue
new.
whether they work or they don't work.
The odds are they
That's
will
the-
work.
Do what you want, I guess.
And they work on the Mavic Pro, they work on the Mavic Zoom, the Mavic Air, and the Mavic 2.
I don't
And the
I don't
Spark,
use
and the
goggles.
Phantom
Mark.
4.
Do you use goggles? Have you ever flown with goggles?
I have a pair of goggles with my Tiny Hawk, yeah.
I don't do goggles, never have, never will, and have no interest in goggles.
Then give them somebody who
Yes.
does. It's
Dusty
that
said
simple,
sell 'em.
Paul. You don't have to throw them.
Randy.
Well, just let Paul do what he wants.
Michael says, Paul, send him to Dusty. Send him to Dusty.
Like they go in for anything
Nah,
between
Dusty-
150 and
Dusty don't
200
even want 'em.
pounds over here.
Dusty don't even want him. He said sell him.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
all right. Just let him do what he wants with them, guys.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Mia wants to be fed an hour and a half late.
No worries.
Mhm. Saying that, he's just going to go and put them on the curb outside, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. No, Michael, I don't even think Dusty want him no more now. He don't care.
Anybody who's got a Phantom can use them.
Yeah.
Or a Mavic 2.
I said
They
there's
even
no
work-
point in
They even work with the
talking.
Spark.
I said there's no point in keep arguing with him. Just let him do
No,
what he
no.
wants with them.
That'd be funny if if he threw him out and somebody came along and like just picked him up like, ooh.
Well, they just look like a VR headset.
Yeah, it might be somebody that'll pick them up thinking it's VR, and then they get home and realize it's
Yeah.
drone. If they were smart, they'd look them up and then sell them.
Yeah.
Finally,
easy
the
to-
rain's stopping.
An easy $200, that, isn't it?
Well, like I
Mm.
said, the ones I was finding were going between 170 and 225, roughly.
Yeah.
There's kind of
Well,
a little bit of
They're going between 150 and 225 pounds.
right. Same here.
So that's probably more like $200 to $260.
But they're going for the same amount in dollars as well over here.
Yeah.
There's no conversion that have to be done. They're just the same as far as just the amount goes or the pricing. But that's what I'm saying. They're for $300 still on Amazon if you buy them new.
Yeah, still buying
320.
new. Yeah. Because they still work with any of the like
Well,
CAD.
I mean, Dusty, you could hit Paul up on Facebook Messenger and ask him about it. I mean, if you want them, I didn't think you wanted them, so
any of the Cadex type analog drones they'll work with.
Yeah, you'll have to talk to him about it, Dusty, because like I said, I'm not going to try to talk him into doing something. He'll do what he wants with them. They're technically his, I guess. So.
Oh yeah. Oh well, actually, they should be returned to the guy he bought them from in the first place, seeing as how he got a refund. But
Yeah, but he's not going to do all that. So
no,
because then he'd have to spend 30. Because I'm gonna guess to ship that box that's that size, you'd probably be looking at around $20 to $40, depending on who you went with. The post office would probably be a little cheaper because their rates are actually lower than UPS and FedEx.
I don't know. I
So-
mean, my what's it? My Radio Master Boxer transmitter was sent from America, and I think it was £60 all the way from America to the UK.
Dusty said Paul thought he could use the money to buy vegetables to eat.
But even so, a $200 set of goggles for the 40 quid postage isn't bad. Or
No.
$40 postage.
Uh,
It's still a nice saving.
I mean, that's like what I said to Matt, right? All the stickers and those 2 little FPV drones. I mean, that was probably, I would say probably $200 worth of shit because the 2 drones were used, but still working. And he only had to pay like $40 in shipping.
Mm.
So. Plus, there was stuff that was kind of really didn't have a value, but had a value to him, like all the stickers from the meetup, and he got his own personalized badge as if he was at the meetup, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to send that in the UK from the UK, it would only cost about £5.
if Paul were to sell them, I think he'd probably sell them more than $40, Dusty.
I think he's referring to shipping.
Yeah, the shipping. It's worth the shipping cost to get that set for the price of shipping.
Like I said, it really depends on who you go with over here because the post office has the cheapest rates, but UPS is kind of expensive. But they also pay their drivers like fucking $40, $50 an hour too. So that's why. Fucking drivers make 6 figures a year just delivering packages. That's why it's hard to get a job with them because they don't have a high turnover rate.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
you're in, you're in. Yeah.
Right.
Well, what's it works for them, doesn't it? Mike, can't remember which. Not Mike.
Night train.
Well, no, was it?
I thought it was night train, Mike.
No, he was just doing Temu deliveries from some random dude
Oh,
in the warehouse.
Temu, yeah, sorry.
No,
That wasn't UPS.
isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know anybody that works for UPS
The guy
I know.
The guy that delivers to, I think it was Lance or one of the ones over that way, was telling us. Is it Josh?
Matt Bagwell might have been.
It might have been. Yeah, it might well have been Matt Bagwell. is a
Yeah.
UPS driver and delivers to one of the
I know
other
there's,
drone
yeah, I know
lads.
there was one of them.
Yeah, they make ridiculous amounts of money for delivering packages, like crazy amount. Like they redid their contract. What was it, like 6 months ago or something? Or when, because UPS was threatening to go on strike nationwide, and they redid their contract, and now their drivers. I think you start off at like $24 or $26 an hour. But if you're like a 20-year driver, bro, you're gonna make a shit ton of money. Plus, there's a lot of overtime too, especially during the holidays. Like they're not salary; they get paid hourly. So that's you take, if you're making say $40 an hour, and then you do the time and a half, that's $60 an hour you're making in overtime.
Mm.
Just to deliver a pack of socks to somebody. I think that's crazy overpay. I'm sorry for that job.
Yeah.
16 bucks to send a pair of socks to somebody?
Well, I'm talking about how much the UPS drivers make. It's crazy, crazy amounts of money. That's why their rates are so high. It's fucking super expensive to ship with UPS.
DJI only use UPS over here.
And it's not like they're any quicker than anybody else. I mean, granted, FedEx and UPS, I tend to have better luck with them. And a lot of times they'll say, oh, it's supposed to be there Wednesday, but you might get it like Monday or Tuesday. So sometimes they're a little quicker, but not for what you pay.
Yeah, when you send something back to DJI, which for here you have to send it into the Netherlands, they always send you a UPS shipping label.
Oh, I'm not saying they don't work their ass off, Edward, but I don't think it warrants that much an hour. That's a little much, dude. I've seen people that have jobs that are twice as labor intensive, and they don't make nearly that.
No, they do long hours, and they do have to get a lot of parcels delivered in a day, kind of thing. But it's still a lot of wage for such an unskilled job.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I was watching some videos just on the guys that do the Amazon driving, and it's so well planned out. It's really not that hard. Like, if you look at the way the Amazon does it.
Yeah,
it's
but
just the amount of stops you have.
Well, that's it. I mean, the sat nav system will actually work out your route for you. So all they have to do is follow it.
I don't have a CDL though. I don't have my CDL license.
I don't think you have to have a CDL to drive a UPS truck.
No, a UPS truck isn't 3.5 ton.
No.
Well, Dusty's talking about cross-country truck driver.
Oh yeah. If you're going to be a UPS driver driving an 18-wheeler, that's one thing. Yeah. I'm talking about just your standard UPS
local
delivery truck.
Heavy articulated, yeah.
Now they might require you have like a Class B, maybe, and they may even require a Class A just to have it. I don't know, but I don't think you would actually need it though to drive that size of a truck. Because that's no more, they're not much bigger. I mean, they're not any bigger than a large U-Haul, and anybody can drive that with a regular license. So,
like the big UPS trucks you're talking about.
Yeah, just your standard UPS truck that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
Because
those don't do cross country, do they? They don't do cross country, do they?
So like here in Florida, they don't call it a Class C in like most states. It's a Class E here. But you can drive up to 26,000 pounds. Anything above that, you have to have a Class B or Class A.
Yeah,
but like when Dusty was talking about cross country truck driver, but I don't like those trucks that you see every day. They don't go all over the country making deliveries though.
You can drive anything up to a 3.5 ton
Yeah, over here too.
here on a normal car license.
Dude, I
Same here.
fucking, when I was a manager at Walmart, I worked my ass off. I didn't even make close to what a UPS driver makes. Yeah, unloading trailers, stacking pallets, taking pallets up and down off the steel, stocking stuff. Dude, I was on my
Yeah.
feet for 9-10 hours a day,
Come here, me.
just on the constant go
Duty.
walking. And I didn't even make close to what they made. I was making like 17 or 18 an hour when I left Walmart. I think I was making 18 around there. Not to mention, I was over 9 employees in all the consumable areas of the store, which was about at least 40% of the store, plus over the back room as well. I had a lot of shit I was over, and I had a team of 9 people, and we had to go through the inventory every fucking day and scan it in and unload trucks and all that. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. That's why I was glad when I worked there, my store manager didn't let the assistants fuck with me, because otherwise in a lot of stores, man, you have so much management. Like the amount of managers they had back in the day, dude, it was just, oh my God, dude. One would tell you to move a box right. One would tell you to move it left. And the third one would come yell at you for moving the box. It was just
So-
like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like the amount of overhead they had was insane when it came to management. Because it used to be one store manager, 4 co-managers. Now, mind you, each co-manager is making $70,000 a year in salary. And then there was 8 assistant managers and 20, was it 10 department managers, I think. And then there was 4 support managers, which were in between assistants and your department managers. That's what I was.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about that, Dusty, about just being well, like if I drove, then I'd have to like unload the stuff or whatever.
No, you don't. If say you're a driver that delivers to Walmart, you don't unload the trailer. You just back the trailer and
Back
drop it
trailer
there.
in and they unload it.
They unload it.
It's only if you're delivering to residents or stuff like that, you've got to unload it.
Yeah.
Right. Now there was a few trucks that would come to Walmart where they had to unload the stuff themselves, but they usually, like if the garden center truck came, they usually had one of those big forklifts that like attached to the back of their trailer, and they'd get it down
mean,
and
like,
then they
you-
would
well,
drive,
you
pull the
can't- you're-
pallets off.
Yeah, well, you're kind of unloading the truck because you have to set because when the Walgreens when our orders come in for like the week or whatever, the truck comes and backs up like usual, and then we have to set up like a little conveyor belt, and he puts all the totes on the conveyor belt and just like sends them on down and stuff. So you're kind of like unloading.
Well, like I said, depends on who you're delivering to and what kind. Like the dollar stores, they tend to have their drivers have to unload the carts and load the empty carts back on the truck every store that they go to. But if you're delivering to big retailers like Walmart or Amazon, you're not unloading those trailers. You're just backing them, dropping them, or you're backing up and then they'll unload a specific amount of pallets. And then they'll close the door up and you drive off. You never even really go, you just go in to drop your paperwork for it. That's it. The drivers that all came to Walmart, none of them unloaded their own shit. Unless it was the only one that did that was the garden center guy, but he would get the big forklift attached to his 18-wheeler trailer. He would lower it and he would drive it, unload the pallets, and then he'd hook it back up, chain it back up to the back of his trailer, and then he'd be off to the next place. But he didn't do it by hand though. Like I said, it was by forklift that he had. He had his own forklift. Truck driving is just a lot of time away from home and a lot of time on the road.
East Coast,
Yeah.
we missed you too, buddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
Well, TJ, you'd have to get your commercial driver's license,
Yeah.
but I think
A
you
lot
could
of-
do it.
Well, a lot of trucking companies will actually, if they hire you, they'll pay for you to get your license and they send you to a course and everything to do it. And then, but you have to sign a contract with them. Usually you have to work for them for at least a year. Otherwise you have to pay for that. It will come out of you, you'll end up having to pay for that course and everything. But if you work out your contract, work to the end of your contract, then it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, but my thing is, I'm not a very good test taker, though.
And
Very
then
good
you
what?
always,
I'm not a very good test taker.
Test taker.
Yeah.
and then they always have, and then you'll always have your Class A after that. You just have to renew it every time it comes up for, renewal. Once you get it, you can always have it as long as you keep it up to date.
Yeah.
How much are you making an hour now, TJ?
I think like 16 something an hour.
Which
That's
is about
to go,
standard
right?
for retail right now. Yeah, most of them are starting off at 15 now, unless it's the dollar stores. They still start you off at like 12 or 13.
Well, the TJ gets more money because he's not only works there, he's the entertainment too. He's the floor show.
That's fine.
Right, TJ?
That's pretty funny. Paul's channel's like cheers, everyone knows your name.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's good.
So who's Norm?
Yeah, who's Norm? I think you probably pass as Norm there, Dom.
Oh, no, I'm more like Cliff actually. I'm more Cliff.
Probably, yeah. Oh, 16 an hour is $100 an hour in Canadian.
Yeah.
He's being a smart ass. And it depends on what state you live in, because some states now the minimum wage is 15. So even a dollar store will pay you that. But when you were making 13 an hour and you couldn't afford your rent, and rent was $1,000 a month and you were making 13 an hour, and the state said, oh, we're going to give you 15 an hour. Now your rent's 1,500 a month. So you're still in the same fucking boat you were before.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you any extra money. Like I said, it was like those people when I worked at Walmart. There was this one girl that I was talking to one day, and she says, I want to go work up at the Walmarts in New York because they make like $30-some an hour. I said, yeah, you also pay 10 grand for a fucking studio apartment every month too. Oh, I can't stand that dude that plays Fraser.
Oh,
I thought
Kelsey Grammer.
what's his name in real life?
Kelsey Grammer.
That's right.
I don't dislike him. I just didn't like the Fraser show. I thought was so stupid.
Yeah.
I hated that show.
Oh, Dusty's daughter's wait. Said his daughter's a manager at Taco Bell. She makes 19 an hour.
Yeah, but think about it. She's a manager, and you're not a manager, and you're making $17 an hour. So they're screwing her over too.
Yeah.
Because if she's a store manager, she should be making 24 to 25 or 27.
Yeah.
Actually, she shouldn't even be making hours. She should be making salary if she's a manager. But it's better as a manager to make hourly, because if they decide they want to work you an extra 10 hours a week, guess what? They got to pay you that money.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
And there's a minimum amount.
Go ahead, Justin. TJ didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's funny.
And he's off, Dominic. He's off.
Yep, he's off and running.
I don't even know what he's laughing about.
He doesn't either.
That and they got hold down. I don't know which buttons you had. If it goes, that one.
So that one will work with it.
now.
Done that
Doing.
demo.
But that's there. So,
Yeah.
well, or
That's funny. That's funny.
holding down.
That's pretty good.
So, Justin, are you still doing your show tonight?
That's pretty funny.
I
Or
had a
is,
look.
or is Matt doing it?
Yeah. No, I'm doing it.
Okay, so you're doing it.
That's funny.
No,
That's
Matt's
8
not doing a
o'clock,
live.
right?
Yeah, as far as I know, Matt's still not doing a show every week. So
Well, because he mentioned last week something about maybe he was going to start doing it again. I just didn't know.
yeah, but I've noticed when Matt says he's gonna do a live show or he's thinking about doing one, sometimes it takes a couple weeks before he actually does it.
Well, you know, he's got to line up the talent, and TJ keeps putting them off. If TJ would just finally get them symbols.
I know. I know. I know.
Right, Mario? Mario.
Mario. It's me, Mario. Somebody came, this
Yeah.
customer came in today and I'm standing there and he's like, oh my God, Freddie Mercury came back. He's alive and well.
Who was it that I said that TJ reminds me of?
Jim Croce.
I get so
Barney,
many
Tim.
things. I get things like Tom Selleck and
No, who played the pet detective?
no, that's
Ace Ventura.
that's Ace Ventura. That's definitely not Ace Ventura.
Yeah, he didn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
No, but he had the same mannerisms.
That's funny. Yeah, but Dusty, Costco's still kind of retail, kind of, I guess. But I guess they do make better money over there, I guess.
Well, the only thing is, TJ, what you have to do, you have to get a job or leave your hands free because you wouldn't be able to do this all day. You know?
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. That's funny.
You know, it's like when the little old lady comes in and she's looking for oversized condoms. They're down over here. They're over here.
That's funny.
Oh, Cool Cat
Yeah,
says you remind
John-
him of a young Johnny Holmes.
Yeah, John Holmes. Is that like as in Sherlock Holmes or?
No, that's in like porn star.
Oh,
Hey, go and look him up.
Yeah,
maybe Ron Jeremy, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a skinny version of Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause he's kind of a big boy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know like 90% of the girls that actually did videos with him were actually grossed out by him.
Oh, for real?
I didn't actually, yeah, because he wasn't attractive by any means, but he just had a big thing, and that's how he got into it.
Yeah, he just had a large problem.
He had a large problem.
Yeah, there was tons of girls that came out after they did videos with him and said they were grossed out by doing it, but they got paid good money. So
Where at Costco you're talking about, Dusty?
Yeah.
Why is it hard to get in there?
because they don't get high turnover rates at places that pay good like that.
Hmm.
they pay good and treat their employees well.
Oh yeah, true. Because you're doing like a lot of lifting and.
No, technically, Costco and Sam's Club are actually easier to work at than a regular Walmart is, and I'll tell you why. Because Walmart gets a bunch of small boxes of shit that you have to open up and put out on the shelves, right? Like 90% of the shit the Costco and Sam's Club get is just pallets. So you just pull the pallet to the floor and drop it and put a sign on it. You're done.
Yeah, just get the forklift out and there's Tim.
It's
Hey,
much
Tim, Mr.
easier
Tim.
to stock at a Sam's Club or Walmart because I went and actually we toured some Sam's Clubs when I was working for Walmart for something. They wanted us to kind of see the difference between the two different types of stores because you could actually transfer back and forth in between them if you wanted. And yeah, it was way, dude. If there would have been a Sam's Club near me that was close to me, it wasn't fucking an hour away, I would have jumped all over working at one. What's up, Tim?
DJ, do you have a Sam's Club near you?
We have a Costco. It's like literally right up the road. I could.
I don't
ride
know.
my
I don't
bike.
know anything about Costco. I mean, I know they are, but
Well, like I said, Costco and Sam's Club, most of their stuff, not everything, but high majority of their stuff is just pallets that come in already pre-stacked, and you just take it to the floor, you drop it, throw a sign on it, take the empty one away. It's really easy. You're just switching pallets out. That's much easier than getting a pallet that's got 86 boxes on it, all different sizes with all different products in it, and you have to find them on the shelf and stock them individually. You know what I'm saying? I could do a whole truck of pallets at a Sam's Club probably before I could get 2 pallets of regular freight done.
What? Just like be like a? You talking about just being like a food sampler person, just like putting out food for people to try? You talking about?
Yeah, you
the
could do
person
that.
standing in the aisle says, "Hey, you want to try this?"
You want to try this?
You could be a greeter.
Is
Yeah,
he?
be a greeter.
So he's a non-salary manager, Al, or are all their managers non-salary? Because most of well, I know some of the grocery stores like Vons and stuff, the salary managers don't have anything to do with what do you want to call it, the Teamsters. It's just the hourly employees. Is it the same there or what? At least that's the way it was when I worked at Vons when I was like a teenager. It was, your managers were separate from, they weren't in the, what do you want to call it? Can't think of the fucking name now. I'm having a mind blank.
Hmm.
Okay, so he's like a department manager, like support manager type.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I guess I could
non-salary
go in there and see if they're hiring.
Yeah, doesn't need to ask.
Yeah. Be a food sampler and just like standing like, here, try this, try this, try this, try this, try this.
Oh, that's
Or you
normally
could be
third
or you could
party
be a
company.
greeter.
Huh?
Those are normally third
The
party
product
companies.
testers are normally
Yeah.
third party. Over
Yeah,
here they are.
they are here too. Like a lot of the people, even when we had the samples in Walmart, it was always somebody from fuck, I can't think of the company name. But there was a company that used to come in and they would do certain displays. They would set up certain displays like for
Yeah, it's
pallets
sort
and
of like a
stuff.
market research sort of thing.
Yeah, or they would
It
be
is
a
over
lady.
here.
There'd be a lady that'd come in and she'd have like a pre-packaged box with like a hot plate and other shit in it that would come from a
They
company,
are-
and she
Yeah, they ask you, would you buy this product?
right. We
And
come
how
in
do you feel about this product?
like we had a set of we had a little small 4-foot section in the steel in the back room, and that was for all the third-party vendors. They would come in and like their shit would get delivered to our store through UPS and FedEx, and we would put it there, and then they'd come in, they'd look for it and take it out the shelf and go out and do their thing on the floor. Yeah, because there's tons of jobs in that store, in those stores too, TJ, that aren't. Because I know you have a bad limp from your accident and everything.
Yeah.
So you would. There's other jobs in there that you wouldn't have to be like lifting heavy shit and stuff like that. The only thing that sucks though is Florida's a right to work state. That's one thing I don't like. So they can fire you for any reason. They don't have to have a reason to fire you. They can just let you go if they decide they don't want you one day.
Yeah, Dusty, I don't know what my goals are right now. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I hate being stuck in a rut.
You better figure it out, bro. You got about 10 years before your midlife crisis hits you.
I know.
Yeah, we all get that.
I just don't know where I see myself in the next whatever year or whatever. It's me, Mario. Yeah, I hate being stuck. My wife just got her. My wife just got her first paycheck today.
That's what that's why I was glad, Al, I wasn't salary. I got offered an assistant manager position at Walmart and I turned it down because, dude, the way they treat the salary managers there, oh boy. See, because if you're hourly, they can't force you to work overtime. Like if you want to, they have to give you 2 days off a week, just, you know, if you work your full 40. And if you refuse to work, they can't do nothing about it and they can't ding you for it or anything. But salary during the holidays, from October all the way to October, November, and December, all the way through half of January, dude, the salary assistant managers, dude, they would have to work 6.5 days a week. They only got a half day off.
Yeah, but I'm not much of a gamer like Justin is, Dusty.
See, I think too, Al,
Oh,
with more companies.
I when I used to work for Publix and at Ingles, when the Ingles grocery store, I'd always have to go out and get carts. Man, that shit sucks.
Well, see, and I don't know why.
Now they have that they have that machine where you can load up as many carts as possible on the thing, and you just kind of like slowly roll them in or whatever.
Yeah, but see, that's why I don't understand why more companies haven't went with the same cart just like return as Aldi's does, right? Because you have to put a quarter in to get your cart, and if you want your quarter
Yeah,
back, you got to take your own cart back.
yeah,
Well, there's people that will be willing to take your cart back just to get that quarter if you don't feel like doing it, right?
Yeah,
And that's why you never see all these carts out in the parking lot, because somebody will take it back if you don't want to do it. They'll take it back all the way back up there just to get that quarter out of there.
yeah.
And so I don't understand why Walmart and them places don't do the same thing, because they could get rid of the stock, the cart pushers. They could get rid of the cart pushing machines.
I agree with you, Dusty.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to do any of that shit, because there would be people that sit in the parking lot all day just taking carts back for people just to get the quarter. You'd have a
Yep.
free cart pusher.
Dusty
you
don't
gotta
like.
Because you got to think about it, dude.
I'm old, I'm angry, and I don't like kids either. So well
Like
done,
some of
Dusty.
some of the real busy Walmarts, dude. I've seen them with 6 cart pushers at a time working outside with 2 cart machines. And you got to think the maintenance on those machines, you're paying 6 different wages. Some of them may be full time, and you're paying medical.
Yeah, but still, they make you go out and get carts though. I don't want to be pushing carts in this fucking hot ass heat.
Yeah. Actually, I've worked in a bakery department.
Oh yeah, the Aldi's here, Al. You have to put every Aldi I've ever been in Kansas, and yeah, everyone I've ever been to has the quarter thing on the carts. That might be a local ordinance or something too in your county or something. Maybe they're not allowed to or something. I don't know.
I
Or it could
know
be like
you
an
guys do,
insurance thing.
Brenda. I know you guys do. I just gotta figure this shit out. Figure out what I want to do.
What do you enjoy?
Flying
Do something
drones.
you enjoy.
Flying drones.
Yeah, well, 107. Keep talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
Go
but
and
that-
do it.
but-
Do
yeah,
it.
but that could be probably just a side thing. Like that doesn't.
I can't do it
that
full
doesn't-
time.
That doesn't come with benefits or whatever. I gotta have like medical and dental and all that stuff.
You can
Yeah,
get
but
your
you've got
own
freedom.
benefits.
You
You
buy
can
your
get-
own benefits. You've got freedom.
You can make that a full-time job, and you can fly under somebody that has a license till you get your own
Yeah.
and learn from them.
I'm about to do it.
I've told you that before, that if somebody has a 107 that lives near you and they know
Yeah,
what
you
they're
can
doing
fly
and their
under them.
experience, you can go
Yeah.
learn from them.
Fly
Well,
under them.
I mean, Al from South Florida Drone Flyers, he's got his 107, and of course Maddie's got his 107, but he's like 30-minute drive or whatever.
But what I'm saying is either go out and get it and just jump into it with your both feet.
At the same time, you've got it a little easy. You've got it a little easy. Your 107 costs $175. Mine
Yeah.
costs $1,350. So you've got it
Yeah.
easy.
Well, if you adjusted that for American, that'd still be 170.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I mean, I was talking to Barkley one day and asked him if he could help me study further when I was 7. He said he would, but I just have a hard time like absorbing the
I
information
agree with that, Randy.
and trying to figure out. I don't know.
Because there's a lot of people too in the drone community that have their 107s that don't actually use it for commercial work.
Yeah,
They
'cause
just
you
use
don't-
it because they can get away with doing more shit by having it.
Yeah, just
But I mean, like people
all
with
about learning.
some of the guys in the community that have their 107, they're not getting very many jobs or whatever, are they?
Well, Randy, it also
People
depends
would
on,
do it on a permanent basis. Yes.
and Randy, it also depends on what kind of drone work you're doing. Because some people don't want you to edit anything; they just want the raw footage. You just get handed to them.
I want to get a job like Matt did. He would go out, take B-roll, give them the SD card, he'd get paid, and then go off and do another one.
Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying. There's some jobs where they don't want you to screw with the footage. They
Yeah,
want
all you do is fill up an SD card, give it to
and
them.
because
and get
they want to
paid.
edit them themselves. They want to have the guy come in.
Yeah,
and
they want
edit
to.
themselves.
Because that's the people I've
Dusty,
spoken to.
just drive down to my neck of the woods and just help me out, man.
And then
Yeah.
if you get your 107, you could get a job with a company like Daryl does. They'll actually take you out and train you for a couple weeks and show you what to do. And then you get a work truck and you're off to go like Daryl does.
Yeah. There are a lot of
And
there are
that's
a lot of jobs out
guaranteed
there.
work. That's guaranteed work. You don't have to do any side shit. That's a full-time job.
Yeah.
And you'll get benefits and all that shit, just like a regular company. It's all how motivated you are to get it done now.
Yep.
All right, I'll hit you up on that, Dusty, because I've been wanting to study, and I like a lot of people tell me, you know, just take a few hours like every day and just study, but it's so hard for me to sit down and listen to somebody talk on the computer. It's like, I'm bored.
I'm doing it.
Randy, you coming in the
I don't,
game
I don't
tonight? I'll
like it,
show
but
you.
I'm doing it.
Randy, you coming in to play tonight? I'll show you some raw footage.
But at the same time, what Randy says, making a living, well, it depends on everybody's circumstance. You know, pay the bills, you just get through.
That's W Drones, Dusty.
Yeah, Daryl.
That's Daryl. He hasn't been in the chat in a while, but yeah.
I really like reading his exploits and what he does. It's giving me a good
Hey,
understanding.
if you go on his Facebook, he posts a lot of shit from his work.
Well, I've got him on LinkedIn as well, so he really he writes well too, because he does some articles on there as well. Yeah, that's another one for you, TJ. Get on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, because it's like a resume. You put all your stuff on there, and then you just follow people or connect with people. And then once you connect with people, you just chat with them and say, "Oh, this is what I might want to do." You might want to do some, personal development courses, or just a couple of different things. You might need other skills. You might need various other things just to get yourself going. If you don't really know what you want.
Like I'm good with my hands and stuff, but like I took this like finger dexterity test or whatever, and I scored pretty high with that. So,
well, as I said, find something you like, and then work your way towards it.
Good with my hands too when I'm watching certain videos online.
Hey, Gary. Veteran Productions.
What's up, Gary?
Gary, what's up? Oh, there you go, Dusty. Yeah, I wasn't good in school either. Like I graduated with a special ed diploma, and then I went to this school in South Georgia because you had to take this high school graduation test, and I think I failed like 2 or 3 sections of it, and then I went to this vocational school in South Georgia, and that's where I went to.
It's not a special ed diploma; it's a GED, general education diploma.
I'm not Dusty, but people tell me I should write a book. Everybody says, "Oh, you've got this, and that." And I'm thinking, nah, I can't be bothered doing that shit. Even though I do occasionally come up with a good one, and people say, "Oh, you should be a writer." And I'm going, nah.
I give it to anybody that goes and gets their GED. That's not special ed. That's just a
Yeah.
way of you getting a high. I mean, it's pretty much a high school diploma. It's just they call it a general education diploma.
Yeah.
But it still counts as a diploma if you go and get a job somewhere. I like that I called it a special eds diploma.
You can have as many qualifications as you like. If people don't need that qualification, then
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the GED. I mean, the military accepts those.
yeah.
So they actually, in
Yeah.
certain,
Good
certain-
point, Mike.
there's actually when they're kind of doing where they're trying to get more people to join, they'll actually do, they have a program where they'll send you in and they'll actually send you to get your GED before you start.
Mm.
They'll send you to the classes and stuff. I don't know if they provide that all the time, but I know that I had a couple friends that did that were
Mm.
in the time of when they were a little low on recruitment. They accepted them, and then as long as they finished the GED program, they were right in. So they had already taken the what do you want to call it, the ASVAB test or whatever they take, the entry exam. They took that, passed it, and then then they send them off to get their GED, and then when they get back,
Mhm.
then they go to basic training. I had a couple of friends that did that. But I said, I don't know if they still offer that. That was like over 10 years ago. I'm sure they probably do now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not taking people without diplomas at the moment, because recruitment the last couple of years has been really low.
Mm.
They've been short like 20, 30,000 people that they normally would be at. I think it was something like that. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would really make that a requirement to join the military, because somebody might have been stupid when they were 16, but that don't make them an idiot. You could still put them in a job and they could still excel at it just because they don't have a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like my cousin, like I said before, I got a cousin who's dumber than a box of rocks. When it comes to book work or school work, dude, he couldn't, like, just basic math he would have problems with. But you give him you put him in a house and say, build me a house, motherfucker could build you a house to code. And it would be perfectly done, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So he still has a skill regardless whether he can do book work or not,
Exactly. There are people that have skills.
Not everybody has to be book smart in order to do a job, especially, I mean, even in the military.
Mm.
Justin, what time are you going live tonight?
Around 8.
8 o'clock-ish, okay. Cause TJ can't wait.
Oh, when did you do that who did that background for you, Joe?
Yeah, Joe did that. Yeah.
I figured because that looked like the Avada off of his logo.
Mm.
No, I get that, Cool Cat, but I think there should be some. And I think even if you have to start off at a basic job, and if you could prove yourself by your work and how you understand something, I don't think that should matter at the end of the day. Because you could be somebody without a diploma and fly a fighter jet better than somebody that's got a 4-year degree. I don't mean anything at the end of the day, right? You could understand that aircraft better than somebody that's got a 4-year degree.
Mm.
I think everybody likes my new character now. It suits me. It suits me better than the Superman one.
Mm.
I mean, look at some of these kids out there that or even just people that have gotten in trouble for hacking and have never been to school for it, but they just understand the shit, and have taken down fucked with big corporations that had a bunch of guys working for them that had degrees. And there's plenty of examples out there of that kind of stuff. I go live, Dusty. It's just not live panel like you like.
Yeah.
But we are, technically it is a live panel. You just don't see us.
Uh,
And we're still joking around and stuff.
I don't know, every once in a while you can hear somebody snoring.
Good lord, all these freaking like little sugar ants are crawling around. Oh,
I mean, what's different besides you're getting to actually watch us do something instead of just staring at a camera ripping on each other? We're ripping on each other in the game. Same difference.
Is, who's planning on being there?
Hello.
I'm pretty sure Tim.
that'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it, Dusty?
Laura might be in for a little bit. I don't know if she's still up.
She was
No.
on live stream at a truck festival about
Yeah.
an hour ago.
Oh,
Randy said he's going to come in and play. I don't know. It just depends on who's all online tonight. Sometimes there's only a couple people. Sometimes there's 10 people online playing.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm sure will pop in later this evening.
Matt, yeah. Perhaps Jason if he isn't doing one of his own.
Well, he can technically still pop in if we go into the same lobby.
yeah.
Mm.
You wish, JDS.
Wait, what?
I'd wipe the floor with you, old man.
I don't know, I don't know. My mom, after I got out of high school, was telling me to join the military, but then like I told my dad that, and then he was like, "Ain't nothing but a bunch of losers going to the military."
Dusty, and that's the thing, Dusty, is you don't have to have a computer to play Fortnite. You can play PlayStation, Xbox, you can play on a tablet, on a cell phone, and you can cross-play platform with us. So it doesn't matter what device you play on, you can still play with us. You don't have to have a gaming computer for Fortnite.
So,
It's cross-platform games, so any kind of Xbox, PlayStation, if you have a Nintendo Switch, if you have a tablet, a cell phone, any of them will do it.
how do you play on a tablet? Because tablet doesn't have like a controller or whatever.
Oh, it's all you have on-screen controls, or you can hook a controller up through Bluetooth to it. Like if you have an Xbox, an old Xbox or PlayStation controller, you just put it into pairing mode, go to your Bluetooth settings, it will pop up, you pair it, and you're ready to go.
No.
No. See, with the iPads, I would say no, because you have to do the cloud gaming through Amazon. And that doesn't always have the best connection. It's kind of crap. It used to be on the iStore, but then Epic and Apple got into it. And Apple thought they were going to like tank Epic over it. And Epic was like, fuck you, take us off the App Store anyway. We don't give a shit. They stood up to Apple and told Apple to F off. And so
Yeah,
Apple removed them. And they're still running strong.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, Dusty, because my mom's dad was a paratrooper. My mom's husband at the time was in the Marines. I think a couple other people in my family were in some kind of armed service. So
you know what? And you know what's real crazy, right? Epic even gave Apple even the bigger middle finger by making an Apple character and then giving it free out to everybody on the platform. They made a character and it was an app. It was a guy, and then he had an Apple head, and it was like a big middle finger to Apple. Oh, they trolled Apple. It was funny as shit. As a matter of fact, hanging with JD actually has the skin. I don't have it, but he was on Fortnite when they gave it out to everybody. Don't get mad because you can't get on there and play, Dusty. Come on now. If you manned up, you'd come on and play.
Is that the
He just
deal? Okay.
he just doesn't want to get smoked on the game, you know. He doesn't want Tim to have to show him up.
Well, I thought
Uh,
Tim says the only one that he shows up is you.
Justin, how about a qual? Oh God, Jesus Christ, Dusty. Or I mean JDS.
Good
No,
point.
I'm not gonna. You don't have a
What's a-
screen on that phone.
What's a Qualcomm phone or whatever he's talking about?
It's
Better
a phone
phone,
from
it's
the
about 40 years
1980s.
old.
Qualcomm.
Does it have a screen? Does it have a screen on it?
If it did, it would have been a little green, one of those like little green screens. You know, the little
Oh.
green ones.
Kind of like the ones
Well-
you're using now, TJ.
Kind of like what I'm using now. Yeah, I could join the Coast Guard. No, I don't think David plays Fortnite. You talking about
David
David
who?
AZ or David Birdman, or which David are you talking about?
David.
David.
There's
David.
more than one David.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's state of the art. Oh, David Byrne. No, I don't think he plays Fortnite. Laura does though.
No, David doesn't like those type of games.
Justin, are you going to stay on for a while?
I'm probably gonna get off here in a few minutes.
Okay, because I got to go run an errand or two, and then I got to come back and mow the lawn before it gets dark. So
No, we can end it if you want.
What kind of mower do you got? Do you got a push mower or a riding mower?
zero
got a
turn
big
riding
ass.
mower, John Deere.
He's
They
got
got
a
a
big
John
ass
Deere?
right.
I thought maybe you'd have one of those. What's that one sitting mower machine? where-
Robotic one? No.
No, it's not a robotic one. It's just has like two handles on it. And you're just sitting here like doing
That's a
this.
zero.
Yeah, that's a zero turn.
Oh, okay.
The reason why they call it zero turn is because it can literally turn on a dime.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Like
when
you
push,
can-
when you pull one and push one, what it does is the brakes
Reverses the wheels,
reverse the back wheels.
so you can
Oh,
literally
gotcha.
turn without actually moving. You're just turning in place.
You can
I
turn with
got
that, yeah,
John
turn.
Deere zero turn.
Josie says she's got an Nextel. Would that play Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Dusty's just trying to find excuses because you don't want to come on there and get spanked by Tim. All right,
Good to
well, I'm gonna
stand
jump
up.
off. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Justin.
Raven?
We'll see you.
Yeah, we can
We
finish
can
if you
shut her
want.
down then, huh?
Yeah,
I get the
Okay,
final word.
everybody.
Dusty
Hey,
sucks.
thanks for being here.
All right, we'll see you in the morning.
Okay, don't
Bye-bye.
forget, tune in for the fun on Justin's channel.